Welcome to Executive Golf. I'm Lorraine Hahn. I'm playing here at the Dama Indah Golf Club in North Jakarta, a beautiful layout that has hosted several international events in the past few years. The area, Pantai Indah Kapuk, means beautiful cotton beach for its signature water holes. This par 72 course is a challenging design with undulating greens and fairway bunkers. It was the home of the Enjoy Jakarta Indonesia Open in 2007 and 2010. And my playing partner today is the Minister of Tourism and Creative Economy, Mari Pangestu. The Jakarta native was previously the country's trade minister for 7 years before taking up this appointment. Her higher education was in Australia and the United States, and she is the first female Chinese Indonesian to hold a cabinet position. Thank you for making time to come out and play.
Thanks, Lorraine.
I mean, it's not usual that you take time out to play golf, right?
Well, in my job, golf is working, right? Because we're promoting golf tourism.
How often do you get out to play?
I try to come out at least once a week, and then on the weekend.
What kind of clubs do you use? I noticed a very interesting bag and everything.
Yeah. I'm very proud of this because this is made in Indonesia. Golf balls and golf bag we can make in Indonesia. And my clubs are, my woods are Honma, and my irons are Minsuno.
Wow, so you have a mixed selection.
Mix, yeah. These ones were made to fit for me, so I found that really helped my game. Yeah.
Right. Okay. You know, you take golf as a social sort of exercise or a social activity, or you take it pretty seriously?
More social, I think. Well, because in tourism, golf is obviously one of the special interest tourism that we are really promoting. And so we need to understand the game, we need to understand the dynamics, and we need to test all the different beautiful courses in Indonesia.
Good excuse. You have a job many would envy, I think. Huh?
And at the same time, it's also a good way to meet with a lot of our stakeholders. Yeah. We have total, I think, 136 golf courses in Indonesia, and just around Jakarta area is like about 28 golf courses.
Amazing.
So you could do, easily nice 5-day golf holiday, even in Jakarta.
That's what I want to come back and do. You ready to play?
Yes.
Okay, let's play. Ladies first. You show me the way.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Good shot. Beautiful. Straight on the fairway. Okay, I'm impressed.
First hole luck.
Good shot. Mari, what's the best way to promote Indonesia?
I think Indonesia is such a big country. It's so diverse, so many islands. So we've been trying to find what is good to brand Indonesia. And I think the other issue that we find challenging with promoting Indonesia is that people know Bali. Bali's our icon, but they don't necessarily know Indonesia. They don't realize how big Indonesia is. So we consciously always start with a map when we promote Indonesia to show that this is a very big country. Bali is only one part of it, and we've been trying to figure out how do we tell the story about Indonesia with all its rich culture, rich nature, and everything else. So we try to do it through the people. Yeah, because what unifies it is really the people. So we find that that works better, that we can tell the story about each region through the people. And the commonality between all the people of Indonesia is our warm hospitality and our very genuine and authentic nature of welcoming our guests.
So you don't find the issue of cultural diversity a challenge?
It's a challenge, but it's actually an asset because we can actually show that even within one island, take Flores for instance, even 2 districts next to each other can have 2 very different textiles, for instance. That's just to illustrate that the diversity stretches across the country in terms of the textiles, the food, the architecture, and then each part also has very different nature, because we are the Ring of Fire. We have volcanoes, we have marine biodiversity, and so on.
Right. How are you positioning Indonesia in terms of being part of ASEAN?
Well, we are the largest country in ASEAN, but in the ASEAN tourism cooperation, what we've been doing is really doing joint destinations, promoting ASEAN within a joint destination kind of strategy. And we have a few themes, like cruise, for instance, cruise ship tourism in ASEAN. You could make a few stops within ASEAN. And we also have focused on what we call ecotourism, yeah? And also like Trail of Civilization, because we have similarities. Like you could do a temple tour of the Buddhist temples in the different ASEAN countries. So that's how we've been trying to promote ASEAN as a destination.
I understand though the constraints. I mean, just being in Jakarta, to me, what stands out right away is obviously the infrastructure, the traffic jams,
Yes.
and so on. And how are you getting around that? Because that's very practical. If I come and stay here or come and travel here, I've got 4 days or 5 days. I don't want to be stuck for 3 hours in a traffic jam, right?
Yeah, sure. Basically, it's a Jakarta problem. Outside of Jakarta, it's not so much of a problem. But of course, what we have been doing as a government in a coordinated way, we've been trying to, of course, address the challenge. It's your airports and ports in the first instance, and then of course the road connectivity. And on the airport and ports, we are making progress. Bali, for instance, has now a new terminal as well as a new highway.
Nusa Dua, right?
From
Yes.
Nusa Dua, a new toll road, beautiful toll road over the ocean, and that's really solved the traffic jam problem in Bali. People have really felt it.
Yeah, from Nusa Dua.
Yes,
but
from
Kuta
Nusa
is
Dua.
still very packed, very jammed.
Recently, they've also done some things like you're not allowed to take your car in certain areas. You have to take the shuttle bus and so on. So, there are ways around it that we continuously need to work on, of course.
And I would think that having budget airlines flying here now helps a lot.
Oh, it helps a lot, yeah. The budget airlines has increased inbound foreign tourists as well as domestic tourism within the country. Yeah.
Is that a big group, domestic?
Big, yeah. I mean, in terms of receipts, it's double what we're getting from foreign tourists, so it's very important. I mean, we have 250 million people, and about 125 million of them travel twice a year within the country, so it's a big market, yeah.
Okay, amazing, good. Let's hit some balls.
Yes. Yes. Very straight.
Yeah. See, inconsistent.
Yes, we have the same problem, so.
Thank you. More executive golf with Mari Pangestu in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Daniel Parkin from the Ledbetter Golf Academy here in Indonesia. What we're doing today is taking a look at a long cross the green putt. What we want to do here is we want to make sure that we stand a little bit closer to the ball and a lot taller. From here we extend our arms. That's going to enable us to get a longer stroke. And from here we then want to feel like we soften up our wrists and release the putter. This is going to help us putt a lot closer towards the hole. That was our executive tip for today. I will see you next time.
This is Executive Golf, and my playing partner today is Indonesia's Minister of Tourism and Creative Economy, Mari Pangestu. Mari, the other part of your title, aside from tourism, is Creative Economy. What does that stand for?
It's all the what we call the creative industries, yeah, which can be culture and arts based, or technology, media, and research and technology based. So, for instance, the culture based would be film, music, handicrafts, fine arts, performing arts, as well as handicrafts. And then on the other side, you would have culinary would also be in the arts and culture based. And then we have the IT, media, design based, like fashion. architecture, design, and all the IT-based new industries. So this is an exciting part of my portfolio, actually.
I was going to
It's
say.
very linked to tourism also, obviously.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that's a good job.
Yes.
Now, you were trade minister before. Have you taken anything from that portfolio into your portfolio now?
Yeah, sure, because obviously tourism is a services sector where in trade, it used to be part of the trade and services sector. And what we learned in trade, what I did in trade was to facilitate the movement of goods. Now what I have to do is facilitate the movement of people. So visa facilitation, for instance, is one of our biggest policy issues. Within ASEAN now we have visa-free within ASEAN countries. What we're trying to do is develop a common ASEAN visa, like Schengen, so that you can come in through any one of the ASEAN countries and then you don't need a visa anymore. So these are some of the things that we're working on. And obviously how to promote, in one side you are promoting goods. Here you are promoting really destinations as well as the creative industries, which is quite different from promoting goods. And it's actually more interesting and more rewarding in the sense that when you can do that successfully, what you're doing is really promoting Indonesia. And all it's not just about, oh, I've got the lowest cost of goods here, but I've really got all these assets, whether it's culture, whether it's nature, and most importantly, the people.
Yes, most important, the people, the warmth of the Indonesian people.
And the creativity and the local wisdom of our people.
What do you think would be Indonesia's most prized assets that people really don't realize?
That we have 17,000 islands. We are the country with one of the countries, if not the most marine, with the most marine biodiversity. And that we have 400 volcanoes, which comes with earthquakes and so on, but it also comes with very beautiful nature. Yeah.
What do you say is the hardest part of your job?
Coordination.
With other ministries?
With other ministries as well as with the local government, because at the end of the day, we want people to move, we want planes to come in, we want airports to be built, but all of that is in other ministries' portfolios.
Like the transport ministry?
Yeah. But fortunately, we have good coordination with the transportation and communications ministries.
Right. It's been what, 10 years or so after the Bali bombings?
Yes.
It's been a while now.
Yeah. We've overcome that. I think.
Everything's come back. I mean, have you learned anything from that?
I think what we've learned is the importance of providing information very quickly. We've had terrorism, we've had natural disasters. So the most important thing is, for instance, you have the tsunami in Aceh, and then people were worried about Bali, but it's very far. So you need to be able to explain, okay, there was a tsunami, yes, it happened in Aceh, which is 2,000 kilometers from Bali. Bali is fine. No problem in Bali. You have to be able to be very quick in responding and providing accurate information and just be very transparent. And that's why we work a lot with the police, the security forces, as well as all the related ministries. Health ministry, sometimes it's a health issue, sometimes it's a terrorism issue, sometimes it's a natural disaster issue. So we work closely with all these agencies so that we can be there immediately, to assure people, okay, this is what happened, but in all these other places, it's safe for you to go there.
Yeah. I mean, we're seeing it all over the world. In Malaysia, we're seeing it. In Korea, we're seeing it.
Right.
The world seems to be changing.
Yes.
Not necessarily for the good. A lot more challenges.
Yeah.
Executive Golf with Mari Pangestu will return shortly.
If nothing else, stay cool, look cool, and hit it straight.
This week's edition of Executive Golf is coming to you from Damai Indah Golf Club. Mari, not too many women play golf here, huh?
Yeah, well, not as many as men, but there are.
Is there a reason for
Big-
that? Aside from the heat?
That's probably one reason. And second, I guess culturally, it hasn't been a game that women would play. But amongst the younger women now, I think I see a trend much more.
You
Trend of
travel
it.
so much, don't
Yeah.
you? You travel a lot, right?
Yes, I do, internationally and domestically.
I mean, can you do anything else? I mean, as you told me, you rarely play golf. Can you engage in any other activities? I mean, in terms of exercising or going out?
Well, I try to take walk, at least do walking and yoga. That's kind of my morning ritual. But since I became tourism minister, when I travel, because part of the job is to really look at the tourism destination, and if there's a golf course, obviously we have to touch the golf course. And I've also started diving, scuba diving.
Really?
Because that's another one of our areas that we are really promoting because of our rich marine biodiversity. And I've enjoyed that, really enjoyed it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So there wouldn't be any other ministerial portfolio you'd want after this?
Yes, that's what someone told me. It's like being in a candy store, isn't it? I said yes, but it has all the challenges because we feel like we've got so much natural and cultural assets, but we do need to make sure that we protect it, right? Sustainable tourism is our vision. How do we actually achieve that? Yeah.
Any advice you would have for golfers playing in Indonesia?
We have 135 or 36 golf courses all over Indonesia. Jakarta maybe has the most, but we also have a lot of courses in East Java, Surabaya, and Central Java near Merapi. We have Bali, we have Bintan, Batam. So you can you can take your choice. You want sea, you want mountain, volcano, city, near the city, so you can have a good time after you play golf with city life, or you can say Central Java, you would also have the cultural sites to look at.
Yeah, lots to choose from.
Yeah, and we have really good caddies and
Well-trained,
and well-trained, nice spas for you to relax after you play golf.
Okay, I'm going to try my hand at that. Nice chip. On. Nice on.
Too far.
Stop.
Stop.
Okay. Okay. The greens are pretty fast here, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, maintenance is good. I like. the
Yeah.
maintenance. Any tips you have for golfers?
Well, I think once again, golf is a game to be enjoyed, and I think the most amazing thing about golf is every shot that you make is different. There are no exactly the same shot, because such a wide field, and it's just always a different shot. So that's why it's a very challenging game, and most important is the mental game, right? So it's really how you can relax and really enjoy it.
So you wouldn't bring some business people to a golf course and talk business while you're playing golf, would you?
Oh, I would, because I think golf is also a very good way to really get to know people. And I've had some amazing experiences, including when I was in the trade ministry, where I've been able to resolve some difficult issues because you are in the course with the same person for 4 hours. You play, you enjoy, and then you talk a little bit serious thing. And usually, it's a good way to know to get to know someone. Yeah.
And get to know their
Their
personality.
And on a golf course, you can be informal, right? So they can tell you, I really would like to help you, but my difficulty is this. So please understand it from my viewpoint. So you can really talk openly.
Yeah, that's good that you managed to seal
Yeah.
some deals. Yeah. Okay, so you're slightly off the green.
Yes, I am, but I think I can use my putter. It's
Yeah.
going all the way down.
And that's Executive Golf. My playing partner has been the Minister of Tourism and Creative Economy, Mari Pangestu. Mari, thank you again.
Thank you,
so
Lorraine,
much.
for
Really
a great
appreciate
game.
it. Thank you. Okay.